Today marks the 35th anniversary for something something. Although I visited these spots more than a decade ago, I'm just now getting to putting them on
Is it They
this.
Live?
Hey, yes, it is.
Actually, probably because I just wrote this. So
I just I had to do this because
you
this
had to do it.
was, we were ready for this.
Yeah.
The world needs to see this.
Well,
Oh,
I don't know. I
movie.
didn't really do a good job, but I was
Robert's
like,
came here for posting web pages and chewing bubblegum.
and
Okay,
I'm
so we know
all
where
out
this
of web
is.
pages.
You're all on web pages. We know where this is.
Yeah. So
Looks the same.
beautiful downtown. Yeah, I didn't quite get it lined up right, but
No, it
and
looks
yeah,
good.
if you kind of turn around, then you do get that spot where he's kind of in that second shot where he's walking down the street. So
Yeah.
they do it make well. There's trees in the way now, so you can't see the street, but that's where it is.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's cool. I know where this is.
Los Angeles City Hall.
Yes.
So I was just there not too long, or actually in the last trip to also for Alias. Shot a lot there. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So when did you take these pictures?
Probably almost 10 years, like 9, 10 years ago. I remember I pulled up the pictures. I think a lot of them were like 2014 or so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how different things look.
And then where the homeless camp was set up is now kind of a park, but it's kind of now there's soccer fields in front of it. So none of it is quite the same anymore. And that building that you see in the background in that first shot with the kind of white and black is also no longer there. So
Oh, it's not there?
yeah, so
Interesting.
it
Was
was
that
there
Parker
for
Center, that building?
no, that's the
Okay.
police department, which I think is also torn down now. So
Parker Center was the
unfortunately,
police
it's no
department, right?
longer there. Yeah. So, but
Unfortunately,
so
it's
at
no
the
longer
time,
there.
yeah. So Hermosa Park, Vista Hermosa Park. And then I'm pretty sure because I remember Adam the Woo said he found this, and I'm like, I already had it, but I was like, no, I found the fight.
You found the fight
Yeah,
first.
yeah. So
Yeah.
many years ago. So, so it's parts of it look the same. Obviously the parking lot's built a little differently and fences are in a different area, but that's where it was.
That's where it was. That's so cool.
If you want to replicate it.
I do. I
Yeah.
absolutely do. Next time you're in town, we should replicate it.
Yeah. I don't know if you can get back there anymore. But you
Oh,
might be able
really?
to. I don't know because yeah, I heard last time I think I drove by and it was all even more fenced up. So
Oh, okay.
like locked off so you couldn't go there and so forth. But
Here's a cop
uh
taking a break,
yeah. Yeah, an
writing a
actual
ticket.
live Los Angeles cop. So LA Athletic Club in the background, can't miss that.
Good
Easy peasy.
shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then oh yeah, so people familiar with downtown recognize
Oh,
these spots, but
nice
and
shot.
and most of these are some of it is kind of film, but they used a lot of matte painting, so
This is a matte painting, you can
yeah.
tell.
So but they obviously replicated it the best they could.
Oh,
So
yeah. I love this. Great job. Uh, okay, cool. I just want to see this one.
and then yeah, so those lamps are still the same, and then this storefront, men's apparel, where you kind of see all the different shots, and so pretty much all kind of on that same street or kind of right around there. So
Nice job. 872 West
and
First
yeah.
Street.
And this is kind of obviously you can also see where skyscrapers, there's new ones in front of other old ones and stuff like that, how the Los Angeles skyline continues to change quite a
It
bit.
really does.
Yeah. So
We when we watched this just last week said like it's amazing how few buildings there were in compared to now, you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, there was not much downtown,
No.
really. I mean,
No, it's
nothing
crazy,
like it is
really.
today. So
Yeah.
and this is where the newspaper stand was,
Great shots.
which on this last trip when I was with Brian, I had to go visit from Alias, a newspaper stand, and surprisingly, there was still a newspaper magazine stand there.
It's amazing when you see them. You're like,
Yeah, I
really?
was like,
How do you
what?
stay open?
Yeah, and it was huge too. It's like this must be
Yeah,
every magazine that still exists.
right. It's amazing when you
Yeah,
see them. There's one on Laurel Canyon, and you're like, wow,
yeah.
somebody's still like getting their paper there every morning.
Somebody stops by and picks up.
Keeps you afloat.
I was like, what magazines are even still out anymore? I don't
I
know, but yeah.
know. It's amazing.
So this was an alley,
Aliens.
not that used in the. There was a real cop and a alien cop. I remember in this scene.
Right.
He lets the real cop run away, if I remember. We have one that can see.
We have one that can see. He's moving.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
yeah,
the
okay.
bank is shot at kind of the Spring Street Bank where everything is filmed at, and then the back of the bank is somewhere completely different. So I did my best to. Yeah, that's why I guess like, oh, I didn't really line these up like
No,
I
it looks
would
great. No,
nowadays, but
it's awesome.
yeah.
Great job.
Yeah, so this was torn down, but years after I was there. But this is where Meg Foster is leaving, and I think he is in the back of her car or something like. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
right.
yeah. So all of this is now
And
apartments
she
and
has
condos.
those
Yeah.
piercing blue eyes.
Yes. So I do love Meg Foster. So
Yeah.
surprise, it's all apartments and condos now.
That is a great shot, though. Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice job getting that one.
And then I did find Holly's house years ago up in the hills.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
thanks to John Carpenter's commentary. So yeah, sometimes I look, am I wearing glasses or not? But
These streets give me anxiety because you're like, who's going to be coming the other way at this time? Where you,
yeah,
because some parts you can't get two cars, and you're like, what happens if like a truck's coming? Where do I go?
or some people tear down them, and I'm like,
They
am I gonna have
tear
to
down them.
back up? And yeah, I can't do
Yeah,
it.
and
So
it's like, I hate driving on those.
yeah. Back to the alley for the fight. We don't need to click through all that, but
Okay, this is the same
yeah,
shots.
yeah. So establishing shot of the motel.
Nice.
So yeah, when I was into it at the
Oh yeah.
time. So and then this one was kind of tough for me because this was the building that they go to on the left no longer exists, but
Oh
I was able to track it down based on you see next door that they have like those four squares.
yeah. Oh
I
okay.
mean
Yeah.
that's pretty much all I had to go off of
Oh
is
wow.
finding the building that had that. So
Oh wow.
and if you've seen I think it was season 2, the grocery store from season 2 is right behind her. So
That's so cool. That's hard to work with.
that's all I had
I
at the
see
time.
what you're talking about
Yeah.
because yeah,
Wasn't even on Blu-ray back then. It was DVD.
it was DVD,
I
folks.
was doing with grainy DVD. So, and of course, a couple of the actors from
Oh nice.
over the years. Lovely Meg Foster.
Oh nice. Where's this at with the
The
first
first
one?
one is Kansas City, and the second one is Texas. So, and usually I just
Texas.
talk to her about Masters of the Universe.
Nice. Yeah.
I've never talked to her about They Live, but she's a sweet lady.
So cool. Oh,
But
that's
yeah,
awesome. Great
They
job.
Live
You can
35 years. Yep, and I even had for years. I've had this map for years for people to find all the They Live locations. So
it's there, folks.
yeah.
If you're listening as well, check it out at setjetter.com. They
So
live.
when
Great job.